I was a virgin in high school, bro. But
Yeah.
like me knowing what I know now as an adult, like if I would have known, like I know, but me knowing now as an adult kid, pussy was so free
Yeah.
in high school. It's like I started getting pussy right at the moment where you like gotta start paying for it. Like damn, kid.
Nah,
Like I wish I would have took advantage of like I would have had like you feel me?
I wish I focused on school. Fuck that, bro.
Fuck that, man. School wasn't really talking about shit for real, man. Like we all do. Like after sixth grade, we all know how to read Y. When's the last time you X plus Y plus? When's the last?
Hey yo, e aí, preto hermano, você sabe que é bom. Now, when I make this content, there's a reason why I can talk my ish so much because listen, I'm not these guys or particularly that one dude. I mean, when you really think about it, a lot of black men, yo, listen, a lot of dudes, you weren't getting no action back in school. You feel me? And to me, it was something new because the guys that I hung around in school, we were all getting action. It was only until after I graduated and I'm hanging around, dudes in the university, I'm seeing, okay, a lot of dudes are talking about how in high school they wasn't getting any action. You feel me? A lot of guys weren't getting any action, and for some dudes, if you actually sacrificed to actually, go hard in high school, and that way you ended up in a good university, I can understand that. Some dudes, I mean, they weren't even trying, and they still didn't try in school. They didn't try with the females. You feel me? Like that one dude in the video, and he got a super slap in the face when it was time to start dealing with them. Now, again, when I was 18, I've been saying this since I was 18, right? Now, the shift it is fully in place by 22, 23, but at 18 is when you'll start to see it at a lower level, right? When I turned 18, I remember, listen, the shift between or the shift in the dynamic between black men and black women, you have to pay. See, now females are going to university, and now again, they were dealing with the guys who were, maybe gang banging in high school. Guys might sell, a little bit of weed in high school, but he really isn't doing nothing like that. Now, this 18, 19-year-old girl are dealing with 29-year-old men. I remember the females who I was crushing on back in the day. Again, I'm thinking to myself, you're 18, you're 19 years old. Why are you dating a 29-year-old man? What can a 29-year-old man do for you besides just smash on you? Besides just take you on pound town sessions? I'm like, come on, son. These dudes don't even care. These dudes are aiming so low. And I'm not going to bash dudes who are older dating younger women. Personally, I wouldn't be 29 dating an 18-year-old, 19-year-old. But again, you got these. I can't even. I don't even know, man. You know what's funny is when you look at the guys who are really doing that, you got some of the simps in there. But I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it a stack. It is a good percentage of Blocktavius and Tyrone doing the same thing. The dude mentioned he said, listen, he started to get action at the age where you had to pay for it. Now, again, paying for it starts at about 18, right? 18, you're expected to go on dates. 19, 20, 21, 22, you're expected to go on dates. Now females are trying to quote unquote raise their standard. Oh, I don't want to come to your apartment. I don't want to come over for the first date. I don't want to Netflix and chill. I want to go here. I want to go here. See, simps, you adhere to it. That's what I'm gonna keep it a stack. This video, I'm gonna talk about something. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it a stack. In this one, I'm gonna talk about some stuff, a little more personal, but it aligns with the content. See, by 21, I said I'm done dating black women. You feel me? I wasn't 100% tapped out, but I knew that at 21, I was done because I'm like, yo, listen, for the last couple years, you shorty's been sitting strong on this whole, oh, pay, 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 pay. Yo, niggas is at that time too, right? Leading up to it. Leading up to it, guys are paying for dates and not getting action. Now, granted, for me, during 18 to about 21, 22, all right, man, my money was kind of funny. You feel me? So I wasn't really concerning myself with dates. If I couldn't just talk my way into it, I'm good. But from 18, I already saw the shift. How, yo, most dudes were spending. You feel me? Most dudes were spending. Most guys were not getting any action off the muscle like that. 18 to 22. Now, yeah, some of you guys might jump in the comments. Oh no, brother, that's just you. Come on, son. This was like the majority of dudes. If you wasn't taking them on a date, if you wasn't trying to be in a long term relationship, again, I'm looking for LTR. You dudes were looking for layups. You feel me? I see that's the difference. I had all my layups in high school. That's why I said by 21, I could say I was done with them. Some of you dudes, you just got started at 18. You just got off the bench at 18. Coach is just now putting you in at the top of the third quarter only because the team is up by 21. You feel me? Coach would have had you on the bench until fourth quarter if they were still, on a equal playing field. But you're up by 21, so yeah, you got in at the top of the third. You feel me? I've been playing since the first quarter. I really been a starter, dude. Don't play with me. You feel me? Yo, I hate to say I'm really him, yo, but I've been in the game since the first quarter, son. Stop playing. So yeah, when I make this content, yo, I'm trying to help the Simps out. I'm trying to help 10%. Listen, 10%, we figured it out. 10%, you've been in the game since the first quarter too. But the Simps don't get the Simps don't get in the game until third quarter, fourth quarter, and they want to tell you dudes, oh, listen, man, you doing too much. Oh, you too extreme. Oh, you just a quitter. Yo, come on, son. You feel me? I was really having layups, high quality layups, open shots. You feel me? Wide open threes in high school. Some of you dudes probably couldn't even bag the black women who I bagged in high school, dude. And again, what the dude was talking about, it was free. In high school, it was free. So when 18 rolled around, 19, 20, 21, 22, I'm like, yo, listen, all this go on dates, go on dates. Where's this shift coming from? Who was telling you females now we require dates? Now you have to spend money. And again, my money was funny. You feel me? A lot of females wanted to go on dates. And see, at that time, mind you, there's a reason why I talk about when KS, right? Kevin Samuels, when he was alive, he talked about how in Atlanta females were scamming dudes for dinner dates. That was during the pandemic, right? There was a buildup leading to that. That didn't just pop off in the pandemic. It happened before the pandemic, right? And I told you, dudes, I went to university down there in Atlanta. So I saw the buildup. I saw how, listen, females are talking about, oh, you got to take me here. You got to take me here. Oh, we going over here. You got to spend this. I'm like, yo, son, listen, I'm tired of this, bro. I remember, yo, I was just getting tired of spending money on these dates. Granted, I had a girlfriend, but I was just getting tired of spending money on dates. And again, and even after our relationship ended and I was single, when I'm meeting these other shorties, I'm like, yo, listen, why are they still pressing, not going on dates just for me to get ghosted? We're not going on dates just for me to not get no action. You feel me? So it, it's funny, dude, because again, I saw it coming. I saw it at a lower threshold and I adjusted back then. I made my move back then. Again, 23, I told myself, listen, I'm gonna make a few attempts to actually try and talk to a few shorties, right? Now, granted, I shot my shot at three of them. Three high quality Johns, and this was at 23. Luckily, I didn't waste any money, right? One of them, we were supposed to go on a date, it never happened. The second one, we were supposed to go on a date, it never happened. The third one, listen, I was trying to take her on a date. I guess where I wanted to take her wasn't up to her standard. So guess what? The date never happened. See, this is what I'm talking about. Most you dudes, You're ready to spend. See, the reason why you have no problem spending is because you think it's gonna lead to something. Listen, I only spend my money on a guaranteed layup. You feel me? That's how I was operating back in high school. Back in high school, I was saying to myself, listen, we're not going on a date until I smash. Dates are for the girl you're actually smashing. Why do you think the content about guys, listen, stop taking women on high price dates on the first date? Because black women were already experiencing that on the first date at a high level. Look, I'm not gonna put dudes out there, son, but listen, I knew dudes personally who were taking black women on these high quality dates on the first date. Guys were going that hard to impress them on the first date. On the first date, son. So you don't think that that's something they got used to? You know how many times I heard stories from black women talking about, listen, yeah, this guy took me here. He took me to STK. He took me to Fogo de Chao. He took me to Ruth Chris. You feel me? Guys are taking them to Chris Rock or Chris Tucker concerts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I remember this one joint told me how somebody took her to a Dave Chappelle comedy show and the tickets were like $500. I'm like, I asked her, I said, is this your man's or something? She said, no. He was trying to date me. You know, he been feeling me, so he wanted to take me out. I'm like, yo, no wonder why they feel so confident when you simps come around, because you simps don't have no self-respect. You simps are willing to take them out, spend big money, and guess what? She's going back home to Gloctavius, going back home to Tyrone. This is why when I make this content, I can sit back and laugh, dude. I tapped out early. I've been watching dudes fail for a long time, son. Damn near a decade. Damn near a decade. And again, I had my layups in high school. I knew how free the action was. I knew how free the box was, because why? I had all of my success in high school when the success actually matters most. You feel me? Some of you dudes talk about the success you get at 24. Yo, but listen, if you had to spend money, if you had to if you had to get out here, put a tattoo on your face, get dreadlocks, and do all that other stuff just to have some action. Listen, dude, me and you, we're not in the same category, bro. I was a freshman in high school getting more action than what dudes were getting. I was a sophomore getting more action than what dudes were getting. I was a junior getting more action than what dudes were getting. I'm like, yo, come on, son. I've been in the game. First quarter. First quarter. So when I say, yo, listen, it's easy to leave them alone. You feel me? And once I did the monk mode semen retention, it was easy. But again, if you're just starting to get some action at 18, 19, 20, 21, even worse for some guys, you had to wait until you graduated college and had a good career. You feel me? It's some dudes like that. Some dudes are just now getting their action with black women, just now having his fun with black women. So they feel like, yo, listen, man, you crazy. See, for a while, I wasn't even thinking about that until, because it kind of popped in my head when I saw this video. I'm like, yo, damn. I remember guys telling me back in the day, yo, they wasn't really getting no action in high school. Like, yo, like I said, the guys who I hung around, we all got action in high school. You feel me? Some guys got more action than others. Me, I was definitely on the higher end. You feel me? Like back in school, literally, I'm not even joking, dude. Dudes came to me asking me where the 304 is at. You feel me? Dudes from other schools asking me, yo, where the 304 is at. Females from other schools around the way talking about, yo, me and so and so is talking about you in the homeroom this morning. You feel me? Oh, me, so and so, and her. We've been talking about you in homeroom this morning. Like, I've been hearing that since I was 14. So when I make this content, yo, I'm good. I'm good, incel. You feel me? Frustrated, sexually frustrated. No, come on, I'm good. Some of the experiences I've had, some of you dudes can probably only wish for. You probably gotta pay to have that. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna just keep it a stack. I'm gonna end it like this, right? Yo, black men, simps, right? This part is directed towards the simps. You gotta realize 65% simp. That's a big number. 10%, listen, 10%, you already had your experiences. You wasn't denied entry. You wasn't denied access. You figured it out a long time ago. Because if you were getting the kind of action you were supposed to get in high school, you would have learned, yo, listen, there's a shift. You feel me? There was a big shift in the dynamic, and I saw it early on, and all I did was just adjust. You feel me? I went back to a playbook, wrote up a new play, and it is what it is, black man. Anyways, I'm out. Peace.